What's going on, everyone? This is Lior with Compass out of Boston, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 reasons why people, and maybe you, are thinking about moving to Boston, Massachusetts. So let's get at it. What's going on, guys? My name's Lior and I'm with Compass out of Boston, and as I said, this video, I thought I'd create a video on the top 5 reasons, plus actually 2 bonus reasons I'll include at the very end, of why people want to move to Boston or the greater Boston area in general. Now, before I get into it, 2 quick things. Number 1, if this is your first time on my channel, smash that subscribe button for me. I put out tons of new videos every single week. And number 2, if you're thinking about doing anything with real estate around the greater Boston area, I get so many calls from you guys watching my videos, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about doing anything, hit me up and I will help you out. So let's get into today's list. I thought I'd kind of create this list because I've been getting a lot of calls from people all over the country who are thinking of relocating to Boston within the next 3 to 6 months. And it's always fascinating to see the different reasons why people are moving here. So I thought I would create my own unique top 5 list of why I see people wanting to move to the area. And we're gonna start with number 1, which is employment. And yeah, we've got a lot of jobs in the Boston area. And not only a lot of jobs, but many jobs from so many different industries. Boston, one of the things I love about Boston from an economic perspective is it's so diverse. So many industries here are moving at a fast pace, which has obviously caused tons of employment opportunity. I mean, we've got everything from finance to biotech, pharma, life science, healthcare, education, fintech is even big here now. It's a great startup scene. Construction's at an all-time high. So those are, I'm sure I'm missing a couple of the industries, but those are some of the big industries in around Boston and greater Boston. And again, with so many industries and so much demand across all of these industries, of course, employment is going to be a major reason why people want to move here. Number 2 reason is the healthcare system. And yeah, Massachusetts has got one of the nation's most amazing healthcare systems. We've got incredible amount of hospitals. We've got little specific pockets like Longwood that have multiple hospitals. We're leading a lot of research nationwide and even worldwide in different diseases like cancer and so on. We've got tremendous healthcare all around in all the different hospital systems within actual Boston and greater Boston. So I see a lot of people wanting to stay here or actually moving here for that healthcare because it is absolutely incredible. Probably one of the better systems across the entire nation. Number 3 reason is the education. And I'm going to be talking, and education, I mean both from a public education perspective as well as college and university level. So from a public education perspective, Massachusetts has got some amazing, or greater Boston, should I say, has got some amazing cities with some incredible school systems. Many school systems within the greater Boston area are ranked nationally in terms of strength. There's school systems like the Newton School System, Brookline, Belmont, there's a ton of other ones that are really good. So for public education, it's amazing. And of course, for college and university perspective, I mean, we're just an absolute hub for that. I'm sure you probably know about Harvard and MIT, but we've got tons of other schools. We got Boston University, Boston College, Brandeis University, Bentley, and I can go on and on listing a bunch of other institutions. But in general, from a higher education perspective, I mean, there is really very few other hubs like Boston for college and university education. Number 4 reason is the things to do. And I've actually gotten a surprising number of calls from people from different parts of the country that say they've just heard about all these different things you can do around Boston. And Boston's unique because we've got access to the mountains, both in Massachusetts, as well as New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. They're all within an hour to 3 or 4 hour drive, depending how far north you up. So over there, in the winter, if you're a big winter sports fan, you plenty of skiing options up north. Tubing as well, that's my favorite. But you can, in the summers, You can go up there north, do a lot of hiking. My favorite is you can rent out cabins right on the lakes, do hiking trails during the day, do camping. I mean, it's really nature at its finest. But we also have amazing access to beaches. We're obviously famous for the Cape, which has some amazing beaches that are known across the nation. We've obviously got Martha's Vineyard, but not even beyond the Cape. I mean, I've got other pockets around Boston area that I love for beaches. The North Shore is has got some of my favorite beaches. And I also love that all of these little beach towns too have amazing little cute downtowns with plenty of things like shops, cafes, restaurants. So yeah, there's a lot to do around the area and people are moving for it here as well. Number 5 reason is the sports. And you might say, do people really move here for the sports? Yeah, I've heard some crazy stuff and they do. So if you don't follow sports or anything like that, Boston's got one of the most amazing sports scenes across the country. I mean, everyone here is an absolute fanatical fan. It obviously helps that all of our teams have been pretty amazing the last decade or two, including the Celts, Bruins, Pats, the Sox, of course. You talk to anyone here, everyone is an absolute sports fanatic. I've actually met Boston fans in other places across the country, and they are still fanatical about it. So yes, if you're looking for an amazing sports scene, you like going to games, hopefully once COVID clears up, we're going to resume in-person games. This is the place for you. Now, let's quickly do the my two bonus reasons. The first bonus reason I'll give is the food. And I actually think Boston's got an amazing food scene. We've got like literally the best of everything. We have amazing access to just incredible seafood. Obviously we're on the coast. We've got amazing lobster. We've got plenty of seafood restaurants, little seafood shacks by the sea, by the ocean. It is awesome. We've also got a great Italian scene, hence the North End, where you can probably find a lot of those restaurants. But we've got a ton of other stuff as well. We've got a great scene for Asian food. We've got a great scene for European food. Great selection in new restaurants from American cuisine, new American cuisine, some even Southern barbecue places. I think overall the food scene here is absolutely incredible. And finally, the last reason I'll give is the beer scene. If you guys have seen my other videos, you know I'm a big IPA guy, and Greater Boston has some of the best breweries, I personally think, in my humble opinion, in the entire nation. We've got some of the best brewing companies. We've got Trillium Brewing, we've got Treehouse, we've got Night Shift, we've got Lamplighter, and I know I'm missing a ton of other ones. But if you are into the craft beer scene, Boston and Greater Boston is definitely the place for you. Trust me, you've got a great selection from not only beers, but to go to actual breweries, hang out, and just have a good time. So hopefully that helps and answers some of your questions. If you guys have any other comments, thoughts, anything below, shoot them below. And like I said, guys, I have so many people reaching out to me that are watching my videos, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about doing anything with real estate, hit me up and I will help you out.